All right, before it rains, we're out in the garden. I gave that tip on the peppers, if it's early in the season, to knock the blossoms off. I hope you can all see me. And I got a few questions on it, not from just one person, but from a couple of people. It's really easy to understand that any flowering or fruiting plant, and this applies to all flowering plants, their goal in life is to go to seed so that they can guarantee the survival of the species. So if a plant is allowed to fruit, go to blossom, flower, it's kind of achieving its goal in life, and that's to go to seed. So, like I said, if it's early in the season, and right now it's still early, and we get blossoms or peppers on our peppers, remove them. And I know it looks, and some people that's not experienced with it, when I start plucking peppers up, they kind of look at it like I'm destroying what they're doing. But my experience, I've done this so many times now, and it does guarantee for getting a larger plant. Because once I remove all that, anything that's flowering off that plant, the plant now wants to focus back in on vegetative growth. It wants to focus on rooting better and growing up more. And then when it flowers again, depending on what time it flowers, I let it. Now, this is something I picked up from a TV show years ago, and it's so simple, I don't know why I didn't figure it out myself. But I'm going to go through, because just so people understand, I do this to my own peppers. This isn't just something I shared and I just want to see if somebody does some stupid shit in their garden. No, I would never do that. But we got everything cleaned up in here yesterday. And just since the last time I posted pictures, guys can see everything's starting to fill in. All my spaces in here are starting to fill in really well. The plants are getting really, really green because I forced them back into vegetative growth to focus on that. See, and they still want to do this. If you don't remove these, your plants aren't going to get big. They're not going to foster as much fruit. You'll get peppers. You just won't get as many peppers. Trust me on this. I'm not new to this. I'm going to go all the way down the row, because that's what I do. I go on patrol for them, and we see that they're just getting ready in here to do it. You can see there's no blossoms on any of these. I've already gone through and removed them. So if anybody thinks I'm giving some harebrained advice here, this is what I do. Okay? Look at these plants. They're just absolutely beautiful. And there's one. So you don't think I'm being crazy. I'm gonna remove it. There. And I have plenty of time. Now, once these grow up, probably about 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall, they'll fill in all this, and they create a microclimate in here. Shades the ground out, suppresses the weeds, and holds the moisture in the ground a lot better. Another one of my secrets I'm giving up. I'll let them go to flower then, because then they will foster good fruit then. But there you go. This is one of my simple tips. I hope it's a really simple explanation why I do it. Most of these are the super hots, and you can almost tell those are Morugas. Right from an early stage, they look evil. But there it is. I do that on my own plants, people. But you only do this if it's early in the season. If it's later in the season, you're kind of screwed either way. But there it is. If that ain't a pretty sight, I don't know what is.